Hey guys, it's Jenny and welcome back to a new video. I've missed you guys because it's been 3.5 months since I last uploaded. I believe my last video was about me going to Brussels with my longboard and that was about it. Like the last video we actually talked was me talking about finally having a job after 6 months of being unemployed. And then losing my job again after 2 weeks. Ever since, so many things have happened. I already recorded this video yesterday and then I started rambling about work for like 10 minutes and I wrote down what I'd like to say about that part and then I would like to ramble about me moving because I moved. Like I'm in this different room and I also got a new computer. I built up my portfolio, like my digital life was like all over the place. My living situation was a bit all over the place and my working situation was a little bit all over the place. And everything was like overlapping each other and sort of connected to each other. So as you can imagine, me being bad at planning, I was going crazy. But I'm doing a lot better now. So yeah, let's start about work. I'm gonna grab my notes because it's so much. If you're hearing this, you're probably thinking like, what? At the beginning of July, I got a new job. I got a new job at this print and copy shop, which was next to my house in Leiden, like my own house. So I got that job. Then 2 weeks later, I got asked to become assistant manager. Then I went to Berlin for a week and I'll come to that later. I thought about that position, but then after I went to Berlin, I kindly declined the offer because I would like to focus more on graphic design rather than managing and financial stuff. Then 1 week later there was an argument and then I got fired. I didn't take this one personally because the day before another employee was fired, so I thought the problem wasn't at my side but at side. Anyhow, then I got hired again. We got like a conversation and then I got hired again. Then shit hit the fan again. I got placed to another store. Then while I was there, then I got asked if I wanted to run my own store for 1 day a week. I kindly declined that offer as well because that store that they were talking about was like super far away from my hometown. So I didn't really see that as a upgrade for me. Also because I really liked what I was doing at that time and I was just there and I was like, no, I don't want to go again. Then 2 weeks from that, I got placed to another store again in another city. So I basically saw 2 cities already and then they wanted to send me to city number 3 and then they decided to send me to city number 4, but then later they got that back and now I'm still working in Amsterdam Central, which is very nice. But that is what happened job-wise for the last 3.5 months and I'm not even telling you details right now. The reason why I got replaced was because it was just all too much. We didn't have enough employees, so the working load was quite high. Plus I got this argument with my manager, which was working-wise, it got a little tense. Plus I didn't get any days off for my moving, which was stressing me out a lot. And I just got my new computer in the mail, which I was trying to get that money together for the last 2 years and I finally had it. I bought the computer and the day I got it in the mail, I also got this blue letter. If you're from the Netherlands, you know what a blue letter means. That means you have to pay or you get money back, but usually you have to pay. So I got this blue letter and it said that I had to pay taxes worth half of my computer. So all of that together became a bit stressful. A few clients, how do you call that? Like people came into the store that morning asking like a bunch of very hard questions. Then I started crying because everything was way too much and like my working situation was quite toxic. So I went to headquarters, talked to someone there and then I got placed to Amsterdam. That's my job journey for now. And yeah, let's just talk about the moving, because the moving for some of my friends is like, how did you all of a sudden move? And for you guys, it probably sound very weird because I didn't talk about it at all. And all of a sudden I am gone in my left my little tree hut. A friend of mine called it a tree hut because everything is out of wood. But yeah, let me start with me meeting Chris, because I moved in together with Chris and how this all happened. The beginning of last year I met Chris, and Chris and I started as friends. I met him throughout YouTube. He was watching my videos and I was going to a Green Day concert. He wanted to go there as well, but he didn't have any people that wanted to go with him, so I was like, well, you can go with me. Therefore I started following him back on Instagram, and from there on we started talking a little bit. Then the Green Day concert got cancelled and then we hung out together just randomly because we still wanted to meet each other. And from there we started as friends. He really liked Blink-182 as well. I didn't know at that time, but when we started meeting and talking about it, I did saw some stuff on his Instagram, but I did not know that he was such a big fan of Tom DeLonge as well, and Angels and Airwaves and stuff like that. It was kind of funny because when I got my tattoo of eyyy, I met Chris in real life for the first time, I think a week after I got that done. Funny thing was that when we met for the first time, he was like, when we said goodbye and I was like, hey, let's hang out again, would be nice. He was like, yeah, maybe we should go to Berlin someday. And I was like, no, but yes, but no, but yes, I guess. I don't know. There was a small story about that because I was talking about getting a new phone and thinking about a Google phone, and the only way to get a Google phone is that I had to go to Germany because they don't sell it in the Netherlands. So afterwards I've heard that that was like his thought thing about going to Berlin. Fast forward 3 weeks later, I called him if he wanted to come with me to Berlin and a friend of mine, and a week later we went to Berlin. We had an amazing time, and after that we kind of noticed that we started to like each other, but still like relationship thing was scary, so we decided to just keep doing what we were doing, and it was just like we were just having a really nice time and everything went very naturally. And then later we decided to pick a date because otherwise, because whatever this vibe we have stays the same and we would like to keep it that way, it would be, I'm like this nostalgic person that likes to have a date, so we both agree on picking a date. So yeah, so that's basically how we got together. And also with the moving thing, it came in like hand in hand. I lost my job to Miss Rona, and then I was unemployed for like half a year, and Chris has to work from home, so we spend a lot of time together. We live very close to each other, so our lives didn't really change either, because whether I wanted to go hang out with friends, I just did, and the other way around, we did not have to plan to see each other every other weekend, because we were just living close to each other, so we can just like do whatever and then we see each other the day after. And with that, it was just like we decided to hang out half of the time at my place and half of the time at Chris's place. And that eventually slowly started getting into us hanging out at Chris's place a bit more rather than my place. And then his place became more of the rest place whenever we needed like a good night rest and like had to focus on stuff, we came here. And when we wanted to have a weekend away, we went to my place. My place is very tiny. A lot of beautiful things because it was like in the middle of the city center and so many good, cool things, but also it was very loud, very small. I could hear my neighbor brushing his teeth. Whenever you needed to go to the toilet, you have to go out of my house, go to the hallway, do your thing. Whenever you bump into someone in the middle of the night in your pajama, it's just not that nice. There were like small things that it was like very nice and balanced, like all the good things and like the other things that were not that nice. And eventually, like, it started tipping a bit, like I got annoyed by all the bad things, and I think that's how we like slowly started living in this area and a little less in my place. And I only wanted one thing. As soon as I found a job, I wanted to move in with Chris because everything was going so nicely, and because what happened in the past, I did not want to let my future be influenced by my past. Because I was so scared about all the things that could happen, I eventually do want to live together with someone and have a happy life together. So yeah, long story short, we decided to move in together. He bought this house and it was big enough for me to move in. I even have my own room. I mean, that's amazing. With all of that, I'm so happy where I am right now, and I'm so happy that I have like more rest and I can focus on you guys again, because like I said in the beginning, I missed making videos so much. That was basically my crazy adventure of the last 3.5 months. I also went to Spain somewhere in between that time. I have a video of Spain left because I did vlog Spain. I have a video left that I already filmed and halfway edited because I bought new longboard wheels at the beginning of this summer, literally 4 months ago. And I tested them out and I made a video about that. And I will see what I can make of the footage I have from Berlin. And if you made it to the end of this story, thank you so much for being an OG rock'n'roller, because I rambled a lot this time. And I'll see you guys as soon as possible. Bye!